Hi, ladies and gents. Welcome to CEO Meets. My name is Pip Wilkins. I am the Chief Executive at the British Franchise Association, and I'm really pleased today to be joined by Phil from Bridgewater Home Care. Hey, Phil, how are you doing?
Hi, Pip. I'm well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Cool. So first and foremost, the question we always ask is Bridgewater Home Care. What does it do? How long has it been going? And how did you get into it?
Yeah, so Bridgewater Home Care, we established the franchise in 2021, but I've been working in the social care sector since 2010. And over those years, well, the reason really why we got into this business as a family is because we had our own experiences of care, which fell short of what our expectations were. It made me question why, when we live in such a service-driven country, the service wasn't there in the care sector, which would feel like it was normal to be service-driven and high quality led. So that's what made me really want to explore it further and do something myself really with the family. So we did that back in 2010, developed the business. From 2014 onwards, we expanded into two new areas. Our first area was covering in the Wigan borough, and then we expanded into Warrington and then Bolton, providing care to people in their own homes. So we provide high quality care, personalised care, which goes much further than the standard kind of task-based approach that many people are probably familiar with in the social care sector. Predominantly, we focus on supporting those people who pay privately for the care. But we do have a mix of client base. We work with the NHS clinical commissioning groups and also some social services as well.
And it's a very complex thing to be in franchising is the home care side with the CQC. How do you support your franchisees to make sure that they can get onboarded in the right way right at the beginning of their journey?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things with the social care sector, particularly home care. It's highly regulated, and it's kind of a good thing in a way that it increases that entry barrier, but also a bad thing that there's lots of things to take into consideration when it comes to setting up your business in home care. So that's where we come in as a franchise to support people who, whether they have experience in care or not, making them have the opportunity to feel confident with their decision making when it comes to starting out the business. There's lots of hoops to jump through and hurdles to climb over when you start a home care business, and we have operations and policy procedures in place to support people through their journey and make sure it's as smooth as possible and they can navigate through all the numerous bits of paperwork that the CQC require.
Absolutely. Now, you talk about the Bridgewater Way from a promotional perspective. What does that mean?
The Bridgewater Way. Yeah, so Bridgewater Home Care, the name comes, it's an inspiration of a number of angles, really. Firstly, I've always lived on or near the Bridgewater Canal in the northwest. And also it brings memories of the kind of industrial revolution, the industriousness of the people there, the hardworking ethic, and the change that was made in the country through the innovations that happened in that time. So that's kind of the inspiration behind the name. The Bridgewater Way, however, it's something that we've built within our culture and our value set. So we have our strapline is we go above and beyond, and we want to go above and beyond in everything that we do. And in addition to that, we have three pillars really that we kind of stand with and make decisions based on those three pillars, which is quality, reliability, and trust. So how we see it is when we have team meetings or when we're making decisions in the business, does it meet those three pillars that we are founded on? Is it quality? Is it a reliable service? Is it building trust with either carers or clients and their family members? And if we're getting those things right, we then are on our way to exceeding expectations, and that's what we want to do. So the Bridgewater Way is quality, reliability, and trust, and exceeding expectations of those we care for and those who we employ.
And so how does that translate when you're looking to recruit new franchisees and make sure they, I guess, bring that ethos of the Bridgewater Way into their individual franchise units?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we have a really vigorous recruitment process. We brought in our first franchisee a couple of weeks ago. They've gone through their franchise training, their week-long training now. And that is a really intensive training program, which doesn't just stop after that week. We handhold the franchisees all the way through their journey. And even before they sign up with us, there's a huge amount of support and dialogue to make sure they're clear about what they're really getting into and their expectations and goals, really. It's really important to have an open and transparent offer to people who are looking to buy a franchise. And that's what we want to do. We want people to have trust and faith that the things that we say are going to actually happen. We built a franchise model that is very kind of transparent as to what their expectations can be. We don't say that you're going to be a millionaire in 3 years or anything like that. And people certainly don't join this sector to become millionaires. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's something that requires real passion, and that's what we're looking for in our franchisees. We've had 300, 400 plus inquiries to the franchise, and we've taken one franchisee on so far. So it's really is fundamental for us. We don't need to sell the franchises to operate as a business. We have 3 successful offices that are operational as our pilot offices. We will sell the franchise to people who we feel will be of a net benefit to the Bridgewater Home Care brand. And that's what's really important, their passion and their desire to make a difference in their local community as well.
Fantastic. And there's nothing like being able to say, look, I've done it myself and this is what it looks like, is there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've done everything in the business, from the hands-on care to recruitment to training, scheduling rotas, the care management side, everything. So I can really understand and sympathize what franchisees will be going through. I'm not just a business person who's decided to franchise a business and sell franchises. I'm home care through and through. I've got full experience of all aspects of the business. And that's what we want to really offer to people. You know, I'm here as a mentor or for franchisees. They have direct contact with me, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy mentoring and coaching and supporting people to achieve their goals as well.
That's brilliant. I have one question that I asked to everybody. So what would be your top tip? Someone's about to buy a franchise, they're looking into it. What would be the key thing that you would give them as a piece of advice?
Do the due diligence, do the research, have a look at different brands. You know, we would encourage people who inquire with us to look at other brands because we want them to really put us through our paces. We want to be challenged around our franchise model. We want them to ask, what do I get for my money? We want them to ask what the expectations, because that's how we build that trust with potential franchisees. So due diligence is a massive thing. Do your research, particularly in the local area that you're looking to set up your franchise as well.
Fantastic. Phil, thank you so much for your time today. It's been really nice chatting.
My pleasure, Pip.